Yes, guys, gals, and everything in between. I know I seem to be lately reviewing a new movie and then catching up on an old review, but I've been busy. I have a feature film I'm working on, as many of you know, and I have a client for search and rescue. I just have a lot going on, so bear with me. But this is catching me up. I'm caught back up. Alright guys, gals, and everything in between, I'm here today to review to you Warcraft. Now, Warcraft is based off of the really popular video game series Warcraft, not World of Warcraft, although it could lead into World of Warcraft. Warcraft is a story about orcs versus humans. The orcs cross through a portal to do a hostile takeover of the humans' home world. That's our movie. And as you guys know, this is a video game movie. And video game movies have a kind of bad stigma. I actually did a podcast on it recently, on if there could ever be good video game movies. And that, if you've seen that, you already know what my thoughts are on the movie. Is it's not good, but it's one of the best video game movies out there. So, A for effort? The plot is so slow and so boring, and when the orcs aren't on screen, you just don't care. Because the human characters are abysmal at acting, and they're good actors. I've seen them do good things outside of here, so I know you have that talent. But they're all kind of like, well, it's a video game movie, so whatever. And that is your underlying problem, is that nobody seems to have faith in this movie other than the director. And some of the special effects are so CG, and granted, the orcs look incredible, but everything around those orcs that is CG, you're just kind of like, I'm just watching an animated movie right now. So dare I say, why didn't they just make an animated movie? Because they clearly wanted to. It's enjoyable in spots, but it's so aesthetically bad in terms of its pacing, in terms of the action, and the acting done by the human characters, that it just doesn't work. And the plot ultimately sums up to, we're going to run at them really hard and hope we don't die. And so you're watching the movie just going, the level of stupid that I'm watching is unbearable. But at the same time, there were spots I enjoyed it. Mostly with the orc characters. When they're having to just act as CG orcs, I was like, this is cool. And they talk cool and all of that. That was great. But then everything else around it wasn't good. I mean, I do want to see more from this world, so I'm hoping there will be a sequel. But it's just, they need to learn from their mistakes. Because the action was shot great. I mean, when they're punching each other, when you see like the orcs fighting, it's shot very well. Even the humans fighting is shot very well. But just, it's the acting. It throws you completely out of the performance, and you know you're watching people act. You're not watching characters live, if that makes sense. The fact that the plot is so disjointed that nothing really happens in the movie for like the first hour and a half. And I'm a fan of Warcraft, so it was just kind of sad to see that. But as a fan, I also saw things that I really enjoyed, like the magic was really cool, although it also simultaneously has the lamest magic fight I've ever seen in a third act. Ever. Again, it's like, for whatever there is good, there is another thing that is bad. And so that makes it really challenging to enjoy the movie. Granted, got a free month of WoW from this, so cool. But again, it's a weak movie, but in terms of video game movies, it's a step in the right direction for them, seeing as we've had so many really bad video game movies. This one is just like inching its way closer to us having maybe a good video game movie. So, in the end, I'm gonna have to rate this film as background noise. It's not garbage, and it's not worth your time going out and looking for it. It's just like, if you're over at a friend's house playing Risk or Stratego or Warcraft, you could put that movie on in the background and occasionally look up and enjoy it. So, background noise it is. Alright, did you guys actually like Warcraft? I mean, do you guys think that this is the first good video game movie, or do you think it's just par for the course, or is it really god-awful and I'm crazy? Alright, don't forget to like and subscribe. Love you guys.